Hello, everybody. I think I am live. Yeah, it says I am live, so it must be true. And hopefully everything is going good here. I am using a new streaming software. I know, trying something new. So hopefully the volume is good and the voice is matching the face as it's moving, so it's all matching up. So let me know if it's going well there, and we will get into everything here. So let me move some stuff around here and move the chat out of the way here, or not out of the way, but into the way here. All right, we'll put that as live, so we should be good there. All right. So let me, got a little more screens than normal, so bear with me here. All right, I think this will be good. All right, so welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. And it's been snowing for 3 days now. Here it is Wednesday. Not Wednesday. It will started on Wednesday, and here it is Friday night. We've had probably about a good couple feet. It's pretty thick out there, and it kind of melted a little bit and blew around. So a lot of snow. It's beautiful. I love snow. So we're all good. All right. So before we get started into everything, let's come back to right here, right now, in this moment, out of the future, out of the past, out of the chaos. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world. We didn't think it could get any more chaotic, but it's a wonderful reminder that peace is in here. Instability in the outside world, stability in here, right? But let's take a big, deep breath, come back to this moment. And as we do, as we inhale and hold it for a moment, think of something that you're grateful for in this moment that helps raise our love vibration, right? So you can hold it for as long as you want and then release, right? So here we go. Big deep breath in. Excellent. And then I do have here our singing bowl. And so as I hit the singing bowl, we will let that love energy, that eternal, unconditional love energy, the essence of the cosmic father, the cosmic mother, let it fill us up, fill up our heart, fill up our minds, fill up our physical bodies, our energetic field, fill up and then overflow out to the world to go do what it needs to do out there, sparking whatever hearts are ready to raise their vibration. So I'll hit it 3 times. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Just put her back here out of the way. All right. So hello, everybody. Good to see everyone. So beautiful. If you're coming back and returning, welcome back, everybody. My tribe, my family, my friends. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing your love and all your happiness and joy from your hearts. So grateful to have you here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. We've got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor. So we have room for one more. So welcome. Quickly, how the free readings work. We do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is the list. You just put your question out there, or if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. We'll pull 1 to 2 cards for the free readings. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, prioritize the reading, step out of the free readings, and we dive deeper, meaning we pull more cards for those too. And you can donate by using the super chat at the bottom, or in the description box of the video, we have the Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. And so you can make a donation of any amount. I don't look at dollar amounts because I know everyone's funds are vary from person to person, day to day even, and with exchange rates and cost of living differences all over the world. I know whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. So you can do that. And then my YouTube channel members, which you'll see their names in green with their badges. We've got a couple. Hey, Kelly and Sean G. Hello. Good to see you. They get second priority for the free readings, and I try to get through as many as I can, but I always complete donations and my YouTube channel members. So if you're interested in becoming one of my YouTube channel members, I have 2 levels. I have Zen Cricket, which is $2.99 a month, and Praying Mantis level, which is $7.99 a month. Zen Cricket, you get prioritization in all 4 of my live sessions. And then on Wednesdays, we have a 2-hour session for all my YouTube channel members for whatever readings we want to do. We do past life readings, oracle readings, whatever. And there's smaller groups. You can ask as many questions as you want. And then for my Praying Mantis level, they get all of that plus Thursdays. They got 2 hours. And then Friday and Saturday night, after each of our sessions, we have an hour. And then Sunday afternoon, we also have an hour. So if you're interested, there's a link down in the description box that'll take you to where you can sign up for that if you'd wish. What else? I think that is, I think that's it. There might be more, who knows? But hopefully if everyone can hear me okay, I'm using a new software. It says it's the little thingy's moving, so I'm assuming you guys can hear me. Otherwise, you'd be like, hey, we can't hear you. But hopefully you can, and it's all clear, and my voice is matching my mouth moving. It's not like an old kung fu movie. All right, thank you, Maria. Yay, thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So we're going to be using these tarot today, the craft cards that are here. And hey, Moonlight, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members. So we're going to do that. Oh, and so, whoops. So, okay. Hey, John Nieto, I do see I know sometimes on your end you don't see your question pop up, but it has popped up like 6 times, so you don't need to post it anymore. Kind of spam in the chat. So, you don't need to do that anymore. I see it, and we'll get to it as we go through the evening, all right? All right, so, okay, this is the fun part is, because I'm using this new software, we're going to jump to a different view, so hopefully this all works good. So you'll be able to see me, plus you'll be able to see the cards down here. So something exciting and new. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. See, hey, and I can do little puppets too. All right. I know. Old man is growing and expanding his knowledge. So now watch me forget. Hopefully I don't pick my nose thinking you guys can only see my hands. Apologies up front. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So let's get into it. So I do have a few donations. So we'll start there. So I have via Z PayPal. I know, fancy. So I've got 2 from Maria. And then we'll have Cece, Nelia, and then to Brenda, and then back to Nelia for 2 more, and then Faith. So that's where we're at with donations right now. All right, you get to see my fancy shuffling. Well, maybe. My little... There we go. Could be a Vegas dealer, right? All right, so... Maria, let us start here. Thank you for your donation via the PayPal. I know this is a passion series. Uh-oh, dun, 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 dun. All right, so what are Walter's feelings and thoughts towards you today? So, all right, so there's the feelings. And there's the thoughts. Hey, you guys normally don't get to see me pulling the cards. And I guess I need to put them this way. Here's the feelings. Here's the thoughts. And then, are you with child? All right, let's take a look here. Of course, medical disclaimer. I'm not a licensed practitioner of any kind, right? I'm not a... tarot's designed for entertainment purposes only. But we'll see what Spirit has to say here. Okay, so that's the magical question there. And if you were, how would Walter react to it? All right, let's take a look here. So how would Walter react? And then why are you late? Well, if this is a no, then we'll ask that question there. All right. So let's dive in. So first, we'll ask here, what are Walter's feelings? So we have the Temperance card coming in here. Temperance is, that patience card, right? It's going back and forth. It's the little alchemy between the 2 cups going back and forth, and it's slowly turning into, like gold. So they're patient with that, with their feelings, allowing things to unfold. And we get that a lot. It's that not wanting to rush, not wanting, to control. They're just wanting their emotions to evolve, right? Thoughts. Let's take a look here. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, there's a lot of passion here. You got whoops. Let me try to do it this way. Learning curve. I'll get it right here eventually. So we got the Sun card, which is Leo fire, a lot of happiness, joy, success, kind of energy. There's a little baby. And then the Knight of Wands, which is a lot of passion that's there. So there's definitely a lot of passion on their mind, a lot of energetic attraction with all of this fire energy that's in here. So I don't know if they're in heat or what's going on, but they do have a lot of attraction. A lot of that's happening there. So let's jump in here. So are you with child? All right. Well, you got more Leo energy here with this fire energy and the Wheel of Fortune. This isn't giving me baby vibes, because this is, although Leo energy does have that little child in there, but the Wheel of Fortune does tell us that whatever's unfolding, even your humans on board, it's the tune of for you coming in. Let's just jump to here and see. We're going to jump to the why are you late? Is it stress? A little bit. They got the Devil card coming in here. Balance this need to balance your outside world. So it does feel like a lot of stress coming in here. The Devil card, does represent, a lot of fears, a lot of supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, must be's, the shaking and rattling of your cage that's going on. So I really don't feel like there's a child involved here. It does feel, Capricorn, the Capricorn Saturn energy is about go, 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 right? Yeah, horrible stress, right? Last 2 weeks and month. Yeah. So there is a lot there. Balance is important with the Two of Pentacles. So I definitely would, you know, do the things that will calm you down, right? There. But let's say if you were pregnant, Queen of Pentacles, they see you as Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, that's here. So, it they would see you as wow, they think you would make a great mom, and then they also because you already are a great mom, right? And they're like, yeah. So it's this nurturer kind of energy. They wouldn't be devastated by it, but I do feel like they're, I feel like they're pretty stressed right now in their life too. And they're trying to de-stress their life, not increase stress. But overall, they're the kind of person that wouldn't be like, oh my God, they'd be like, oh wow, kind of energy. So I don't feel like it would be especially if it's his. Wasn't thinking that it could be someone else's or whatever, but I feel like they just see you as someone who's very nurturing and would make a good mom. Yeah, he would stress out more. Exactly. So, yeah, so I feel like that isn't too bad there. Let me take a look here, and here's your, we've got these wonderful fortune cookies, so let's see what answer for this one, and then we'll go on to the second one there. Nope, they don't want any of those. Let's see. What's the fortune cookie? Okay, so they do want that one. Dun, dun, dun. So you've got choice coming in here. Beautiful card. And it says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. So I like that. Making choices that are centered on yourself, and like the Queen of Pentacles, that you had for kind of the way he would look at things too, is that you get to choose for you whatever you're wanting to do with your life. It's about nurturing yourself and doing that, right? I know, right? It's like stress free. Come on. All right. And then your other one here, thank you for your additional donation. You want to know what's coming for you and Walter this weekend. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay, got those. Oops. And then what does Spirit want you to know about your connection with Walter? Okay. Okay. Well, we've got this little card that came flying out here. I can't hide them anymore if when they fly out, because you guys get to see them. So you got the Lovers card there. So very important relationship. And since that one came out, let's look at those two here. What else they want you to know? Yeah, there's Emperor. Let's see. And the Four. Yeah, you got the Four of Swords and the Emperor. So two number fours coming in. The Master of number fours. And when you're looking at that, I like the Four of Swords because that's like mental stability and And the Lover's card is also the power of emotional choice. But the Four of Swords is like these three swords on the wall are expectations. Supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be, and all that stuff that we're taught that brings on the stress, like the Devil card. That's the ruler of all of our mindsets, the cage that we have ourself, our heart, and our mind in. But this is, they're sleeping on the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a place of unconditional love and joy and gratitude, which allows you to cut away those old thoughts and beliefs that don't, serve us anymore, while at the same time allowing us to transform the lessons we've learned into higher wisdom and spirituality and, knowledge. The Emperor, too, the stability that comes in, the Emperor, of course, has a lot of people yapping in their ear. I guess you can't see me. I can move over a little bit. But the little yapping of opinion, of supposed to be's, and all the people telling him how the kingdom is supposed to be ruled and what's supposed to happen, and all that. And what's great is with the Emperor, it is the Aries fire energy of I decide what I want. And again, letting go of the expectations and deciding from our high heart and our higher mind what is best for my empire. He's the Emperor, so it's not even a kingdom that's ruled by a king. It's an empire ruled by an emperor. You get to decide what it is you want and how you want it to unfold. So there is this, they're wanting to have this power of choice that comes in here about letting go of that, trying to fit in with what everyone says is supposed to be and worrying about what they expectations are and everything. It's coming back to you. And I like that energy. Let's see what's up for you guys this weekend as well here. So you got the Six of Pentacles, which is the balancing out of, it's an equal give and take here. Oh, more balance. Two of Pentacles. So balance, got balancing of the scales and balancing of this. Yeah, and facing fears, the Nine of Swords. Here's these expectations, but it's tripled. And this is that de-stressing. What is the fear? What's at the root of it, right? What's at the bottom of, what if they don't end up leaving that situation and coming to be with me and loving me forever, and what if they're going to find someone else? And all those fears, we look at the core of it and like, what does it mean? It only means what I decide it means. The outside world just is. But the story maker is here. I get to decide. There's a lot of people with opinion, like we said before with the Emperor, right? Blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't mean I have to have that be my story. Thank you for your, suggestion or your opinion about what that story should be. But it's my empire. I get to decide. And I get to choose my emotion, get to choose my energy, I get to choose my actions. And when we face our fears, which is great, I feel like you guys will have some good conversation around balance and expectations and what all this means, and but empowerment about choosing. And no matter what anyone on the outside world chooses to do or not to do, I mean, this is a great week of here in the United States of realizing everyone has choices, and sometimes people make stupid choices. I'm just kidding. No offense to anyone. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. But when we're in fear, we do make stupid decisions. And it's like, well, everyone has their own opinions. And there's no right or wrong. It's just everyone has their choice. But I get to choose the story about what unfolds. I get to choose. And, that comes in there. Yeah, and you have pay attention, which says you're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. So this is I like that, turning inward isn't important, with everything going on, always in our human life anyway. But, in very stressful times in the world. But, when we turn in here, quietness, right? When we're out here trying to control the world, trying to control what everyone else is doing and all of that. Oh my gosh, that's when we feel stressed, because when we're trying to herd a bunch of cats, we have little success and we just are pouring our energy. But we return to our sweeping in front of our own door and managing our own stories, our own emotions, our own energy, our own actions. Okay, if I get caught up in all the stories of what could happen in the future, we're all going to be sick and stressed out. But when we, return back to, here, then we have that safety feeling. Okay. All right. So that is what they have for you, Maria. Thank you again. And I've been posting this week on my social media, both on my Facebook, my Instagram, and on the community tab. I have a bunch of little helpful blurbs, kind of some little Zen, I don't know, offerings, perspective. There you go. Some Zen perspective on how we can deal with emotion and different things too, if that helps. You're very welcome. Wow, thank you so much for all of that. All right. So many blessings to you. Appreciate that. All right. All right. And hey, Tavi, thank you. Yeah, I did get your Cash App coming through, so you'll be up here in a momentito. We've got, up next, we've got Cece, then Nelia, and then Brenda, and then Nelia, double whammy, and then Faith, and then double whammy for Moonlight as well. Hey, and then you'll be up after that. All right, yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think, Maria. You can comment on them or ask questions on the postings too. I'll get notifications. I should get notifications. All right, so let's shuffle these up. And okay, I did give you your fortune cookie. All right, so Cece, you are up next. So let's give that a love and a like there. And you want to know, do you have another healthcare bonus coming? All right, let's take a look here. All right, well, we got a couple cards coming out there. Let's see what else we have here. All right, so they do want that one and that one. Only those two there. Whoops. I guess they wanted that other one too. All right. So bottom of the deck, we do have the devil card here. I'm going to put them under there because there's some nakedness on there. We're going to put them under the screen. but that energy is it's interesting because normally this is like it's a challenging card. But what they're bringing in, because Saturn energy, they will bring in like a challenge to be done, but there's always a reward. And so it's like when the work is done, the reward comes. So let's see here what else they want you to know here. Yeah, and here's the world card. Sorry, more nakedness on there. So the world card is a victory card. And the Seven of Cups, I feel like these are a lot of trophies that are being offered here, which normally doesn't exactly mean that, but this combination of what I'm feeling, I do feel like there's a bonus coming here, an additional one. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, well, Page of Pentacles. Whoops, this is it. Page of Pentacles, which is, of course, new abundance coming in. Four of Pentacles, solid foundation in the outside world coming in too. So I like those. Let's see, what are these three here? You got the Knight of Swords, which is movement of communication. So I feel like you are going to get some notification here soon. Page of Cups, that's all about happiness and joy. bringing in heightened emotion, and the Hierophant too, which interesting. This is this is your higher self inviting you to see things like capital T truths on what you really want to do and what next steps are. So it's like there's this, yeah, you're getting this bonus and this reward that's coming in. And I feel like, when you're getting this notification and this happiness is coming in, your higher self is kind of having you just take a big deep breath and go, you know, see things from a different perspective. Pause everything before you act on and maybe it's has to do with what you're going to do with the money, what you're going to do with the bonus. They're like, just wait a minute and ask for clarity because they want to show you something and give you some guidance and some clarity that will help you. It's not like a warning kind of thing. It's more of let's show you how you can best use this energy and this gratitude as well through it all. But I feel like it's very positive with all these cards, how it's coming in. So that does feel that. And let me put this in here and we'll get you your, what is it called? A fortune cookie. This is your, for your reading here, your after dinner, maybe it's an after dinner mint, right? They do want this one right here. And what else do they want you to know? Yeah, take the high road. So you're at an impasse with a relationship or a situation, and it's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. So that is that Hierophant kind of energy where it's, the next course of action when you get this, they're like wanting to guide you to go into a higher road with it than what you were going to head with it, is kind of that energy that's coming in. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. But that's what they have for you, CC. So many blessings to you. Alrighty. And then Nell, yeah, hello, your first emoji. And thank you for your donation. See one here, let me just find it. There it is. So a general on Joe. How is he doing? Does he ever think of you, etc.? All right, let's give these a shuffle here. So, how is Joe doing? All right, there we go. Wow, he's got the Chariot card, so there's movement and choices being made in his life, but they do want that one and that one. And then, or those two, so you get there. And then, does he ever think of you? Okay, I want that one and that one. All right. So, bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit energy that's coming in here. We'll just put them right here. But there is this kind of alone, withdrawn kind of energy about them that they're just they're either in a huge introverted time in their life or they're just naturally an introvert, but they're doing a lot of introspection right now. And it does appear that they have a lot of choices that are going on in their life. The Chariot is a movement card. It's a victory card, but it's the power of choice card, meaning that they've got a lot of decisions that are coming in right now in their life too, which makes sense why they're like kind of stepping back, making sure that they're making right choices. I feel like they're kind of an overthinker coming in. But we got the Four of Wands, joy, celebration, a gathering, an event of some kind that they're making choices around. It could be a marriage card too. Let's see what else they have here. Well, things seem to be going well for them with the Wheel of Fortune. And then, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. So they have been doing quite a bit of work in their life here, I'm feeling. The Seven of Pentacles, they've really been focused on the outside world quite a bit. And now they have harvest coming in. Things are coming to fruition. So they're at a really good place in life, but a very stressful place, I feel, with all of this. Things are going so well, but They were working, and now they've got stuff coming in like, oh, I got more to do now on top of what I was doing, you know, in a variety of ways. So it feels like they're doing very well where they're at. They've really poured all their energy into the outside, like work, like workaholic kind of energy that's coming in, if that makes sense. So that's what I feel with that one. You're welcome, Cece. And then, does he ever think of you? Let's take a look here. Well, they've got these feelings of abandonment, being left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles is that, that energy. Yeah, Nine of Wands, a barrier, a blockage. And then they have the World card too. Endings and beginnings. Endings of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. But it is this kind of ending kind of energy, which when we look at this kind of lower vibrational energy that's coming in with this ending kind of feel, because it could be like I don't know, like a victorious type of card too, but with this combination, it just feels like they've got a lot of beliefs inside about not deserving, and this force field, when you get the Six of Pentacles with this nine, but the five is the source of lack and these beliefs of lack, it just feels like their inner child has put up these force fields, feeling like they don't deserve things. They don't deserve some of those things. And because of that, they just kind of don't look back at like going backwards. I feel like they just lean into moving forward and just, keep going and don't look back and don't look back. It's like a little grass fire that just burns forward, and they don't look backwards because there's nothing to go back to, because they burn all the fuel. That's what a grass fire does, right? It can't go backwards because there's nothing for the fire to consume. So it always looks and goes forward. So I kind of feel like this is the energy they have. It has nothing to do with you. It's like they don't miss people. They don't miss family. They don't miss coworkers. It's always just keep going. Just what's the next thing? Just don't look back. Whatever you do, don't stop, because it'll all catch up to you kind of energy that's there. And let's see what your fortune cookie says here. Yeah, you've got have faith. Whoops. There we go. It says, it's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything's going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. So I like that. They're like kind of saying, chin up, don't worry about that. You've got your own adventures, you got your own things, and it's when anyone ever is like removed out of our lives, they're moved out of our lives on purpose, for a purpose, to make space for something that's more in alignment with our higher self and to clear our path going forward too. So hopefully that helps a little bit, right? All right, so that's the first one there. So thank you for your first donation there, and we'll be back here for the other two after we take a little detour for Brenda. Hey, Brenda. Thank you for your donation and for the rainbow. Appreciate that. And so you want a general with Billy and money, please, for tonight and tomorrow. All right, let's take a look here. Let's give these a shuffle real quick. All right, so a general with Billy for tonight and tomorrow. So general for Billy. I feel like it's like this. Whoops, you can't see that underneath my picture there. All right. And then money for tonight and tomorrow. Whoa. Okay. Cards came flying out. All right. So let's take a look here. I feel like we want to start with the foundation here. So yeah, Billy is really working through letting go of some old emotions and relationships that don't serve him anymore. I like that. It's a good, I would say like it's not a retraction, but it's getting emotional energy back. And this is them heading off on this adventure, and some of it's believed they're heading off to the Nine of Cups, which is a dream come true. And this is part of getting all of this emotions back that they're investing in friends and family and maybe exes or whatever, that they don't need to be investing in that anymore. And then so it's coming back to them and they get that energy back. It's also about processing old emotions below the surface too. And let's see what's coming from this. Yep, Queen of Wands, which I feel represents you. We get that quite a bit with you, I think. And this is, they see you as this someone who deserves devotion. I love that. Like, I haven't heard that before, but this is what it is. It's like, because you are in a place of just your energy is just attractive. It goes deeper, and you glow with this energy. I love that. Yeah, and we got the Hermit card here too. So, there's like this, but I feel like they want it to be like this. In that, they do need this self-reflection time at times, but then they're able to come in and shine light onto the situation between you guys too here. So, if they, and it's not about them stepping way, 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 way far away. This is just about, if they're like, I need an evening or whatever, let them, because they're letting go of stuff, and they are working on their devotion towards you, which I really, really like that there. And then money-wise, yeah, you've got the Seven of Cups coming in here. And the Seven of Cups is this energy of like, it's not emotional confusion. That's usually a lot of times the Seven of Cups mean, but it's like all these choices. There's all this wishes. And, with the Two of Swords, you've got the indecision between the head and the heart. And I feel like maybe you have a lot of emotion around finances, around abundance, that is taking you in a lot of different directions. And some of it, with it being the Two of Swords, some of this is moon emotional energy, and you don't see all the emotion in the water behind because you've got blindfold on. But the other one is the mind that's going on. So the mind and the heart are battling on beliefs around abundance. And, it's like a gentle reminder from Spirit going, if you can focus in on a higher vibration emotion, then that matches abundance to come in. If we're focusing on lower vibrational emotion that's related to lack or missing or fear, then that's not a matching energy for abundance and stuff to come in. The higher one is. So it's just a reminder to kind of close your eyes and open your heart and realize, gratitude towards Creator and Spirit, going, you've never let me down. I've always had everything I needed in each moment. And you're not going to start now. And so there's this kind of energy of gratitude that comes in. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here. What else do they want you to know right now? Okay, you can't make it up. So gratitude. Just, to confirm that. And it says there's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you're thankful for. And that could also go over to the Billy Goat, that whatever you focus on with them also, grows and expands there. So that's what they have there for you, my dear. So thank you again for your donation, and have a great weekend. All right. So Nelia, we're back for you. So we got 2 for Nelia, and then Faith. And then, let me see here, let me get timestamps. And we got Moonlight, and then Tavi, and then it will be to Amanda. All right. So, Nelia, thank you for your wink there. emoji and your second donation. Appreciate that. So you want to know anyone, love, or anything coming towards you. When, where? Tell me. All right, let's take a look here. So anyone, love, or anything coming towards you. Okay. Really felt like they really wanted that one. And then we've got, whoa, come back here. We got 1 and 2 and 3 kind of unfolding. I love this, that you guys get to see the cards, because sometimes there's stories and how the cards are unfolding too. And anything about when around whatever this is here. So we've got the when and the where. We'll see what they'll tell us here. All right. So first of all, anyone, anything coming towards you? Well, we got the Hanged Man. I know. Hanged Man is one of those, well, it's in process, right? It's one of those patience and waiting cards, because it's like the chrysalis. It's the caterpillar going into the chrysalis, becoming a butterfly. It's worth the wait, but I feel like there's a lot of transition and transformation that's happening right now. And this must be the transformation. The 3 steps, right? Caterpillar, cocoon, or chrysalis, and butterfly. So yeah, a lot of energy that's been coming in here, in your life here. So there's a lot of passion building up within you. And I feel like the fire in your belly is happening. It's like, it takes the caterpillar, like, if you put emotions on a caterpillar, they're like, what? You mean I'm going to go into this cocoon and I'm going to become soup and transform into something? You're crazy. But then they get this fire within them that they just can't stand it. It would almost be like, oh, relationships are so, especially if we're fresh out of one and different things in the past, right? We're just like, not worth it when you do the cost benefit analysis until this fire is sparked within us. And then the fears get outweighed by, we go from, I'm never going to find love again, to I'm looking for love, right? And so I feel like there's this passionate energy that's igniting there. Yeah. And then you have the 2 of Swords. So there is still a battle between the head and the heart that's going on here. And it's like a sorting out, it's, our mind has a long list of supposed to be, should be's, need to be's on who someone is supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be, how we're supposed to meet, how it's supposed to unfold, where it's supposed to go. And the heart is like, I don't care about all that stuff. It's the 8 of kind of activating with that 8 of Wands. It's like, I just want to love. I just want to see where it takes me, where the other, oh, no. The mind is like, we got this order in the way things have to happen, and the heart doesn't want anything to do with it. So it feels like there's this battle going back and forth inside of your head while you're waiting here. Yeah, but you do have the king. Whoops. I'm like, here or here. Look, I can do both now. We'll do it here, though, because you can see it more clearly. But you have the King of Wands, which is a fire sign. It is someone, that has passion, attractive, someone who's drawn in, someone who's very much worth the wait. But, so there is this, kind of hope that they're giving you, or incentive is a better word, saying, it's worth going through the cocoon, getting rid of the thoughts, allowing your heart to expand, and go in that direction with that there. Let's see here about, this is when. Yeah, here's the Leo sun energy. So definitely fire sign energy here. But the when has to do here with you. There is victory that's, comes with this too. But the Hierophant is about seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Seeing the capital T truths of the higher realm that, allows us to see the relationship from our higher heart instead of from all those rules and all that society's opinion around things. And so there's a lot of freedom that comes in here. And then we had, what was the other one was when? I think this was the when. This was the where. Drama. Well, you have the Five of Wands here. And the Five of Wands, it's an interesting story that rolls in my head here. And the Five of Wands, you have all these people here where when it starts, it looks like they're trying to kill one another. And they're fighting and they're fighting and they're fighting. And eventually it gets down to one person barely standing, the other four laying on the ground exhausted. And then you're like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? He's going to kill him. He's going to take him out. And then they all start laughing and they all help each other up. And they all walk down this path to the monastery where they put away their staves and they have dinner together in their monastery meal hall. And you realize, oh, these are nuns and monks, Buddhist monastery, nuns and monks. They were just sparring with each other to improve their skills. So with this drama card, it feels like it's passionate. It's when you meet them, where you meet them is doing something that you love, something that you enjoy, something that it could either be classes where you are improving yourself, or it could be, painting or some sort of creative expression, or you're learning something new, like a culinary class, or something like that. But so I feel like it's not the normal way, and that's why getting out of your head is important, because you would never go like, oh, I don't want to go to that. I'm going to go try to find a date instead. And it's like, nope, go do something that you love. And in doing something you love is where you meet this King of Wands. Let's see what else they want you to know here. Okay, they do want this one for your fortune cookie. For this one, yeah, let it go. I love these cards. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. I feel like they're saying letting go of those old thoughts and beliefs, though, because it's hurting you and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Yeah. So that's an important piece of it there. All right. So that's what they have for your second one there, Nelia. And then number 3, the cool sunglasses. So thank you so much for your additional donation there. And let's see. There it is down here. All right. So does your director see your worth at your center, and why is she hesitant about giving you more money because you're making less than the pay scale? General on that, please. Well. All right. Let's see what's happening. What is happening? So, first of all, what does she see? What's her opinion of your work that you bring here? And then I feel like this has to do with that second part. Let me just make sure I got it all here. Do they see your worth, and why is she hesitant? Okay, yeah. And a general on that. Anything else? I don't know if there's anything else that, yeah, they did want that one too. All right, let's take a look here. So does she see your worth at the call center? Well, okay, not call center, the center. So we got the Lover's card here. That's an important relationship energy. I'm just going to put them like this since they're naked. Okay. And 6 of Swords, which is about, here's another 6. It's about leaving behind thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve and movement. And the Magician card here too, which is a lot of action and ability. And so I feel like they see that you bring value, and I feel like they've been evolving that. I don't know. There's this energy of like you're going to be leaving and going somewhere else. I don't know why they feel like they have this feeling, or someone. I don't think someone's told them something as much as they feel like you are overqualified, or like you're going to be going somewhere else. This is the energy I get with this, is because these are movement cards and power of emotional choice, and but it's a little bit of, I don't think you're going to be here for very long kind of energy. Let's see, why won't they, well, pay you more here? Yeah, patience. Whoa. All right. More nakedness. But you got the Temperance card and the Star card. Dreams come true and a matter of time. It feels like they're feeling like, because there's a dream that you want to pursue and it's not there, that it's just a matter of time you're leaving anyway. So why give you more money? Let me give it to someone that I think is going to stay here kind of energy. That's kind of, yeah, look at even Two of Wands. It's like you're leaving here, you want to see the world, and there's this energy that they're picking up on for some reason that I don't want to say it's like you're not committed to, to the company, to the center, but it just feels like there's not a buy-in. I'm using corporate lingo too, but it's like I just don't have the buy-in. I'm thinking that you're not, for some reason they don't see that, and that you're going somewhere else. And that's the kind of energy that comes in here. So they're like, your dream is much bigger than this, and you're not going to be here long. So, again, it feels like they're wanting to give it to someone who they are like, yeah, they're going to stick around. They have this one has no other options. I'm going to give them the money so they'll, stay and be happy. But that other one, like you, they're like, I don't feel like you're going to be here very much longer. Let's see what else is coming in here with your fortune cookie. Your after dinner mint. I might change it to that. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, acceptance. It says you may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you're being redirected to one that will soon open to your true soul path. So, from a human standpoint, it's so funny because, like, they think they've got this energy of, you're not going to be here much longer. And Spirit, with what was coming in all here, they were also showing, look at dreams come true. Look, there's other things. There's other places. There's something more in alignment with your soul, especially the Star card coming in, which is wishing upon a star. And where would you rather be? And so when our soul knows it's time to get out of a comfortable nest and for us to go somewhere else, we start to become uncomfortable in our situation. Things start happening where we're like having less and less desire to stay somewhere, that we do want to go somewhere. And I feel like that's what's coming in. So you have the human, what's happening on stage, but Spirit is working on things behind the scenes, below the surface. And so them not doing it, they're being nudged by Spirit not to, because that would keep you there. And I don't feel like you're supposed to be there. That's why they're picking up on that you're not going to be here much longer. And because Spirit's like, yeah, we have something bigger for you in store. So I like that for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Nelia. So many blessings to you. All right. So let me just make sure I'm at here. All right. And then we have Faith is up next. So Faith, thank you for your donation. And I think I saw you. Yeah, you're down here. So you wanted to know a general reading, and do you see money and peace in your family? Uh-oh. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so what do they want you to know right now? So the general reading, so general guidance there, and then all right, okay, will there be peace? That was the other question, right? Will there be peace? Oh, money and peace in your family. All right. Well, the hermit may be telling you, stay clear. So money and peace in the family. I feel like those go in there. And then I feel like these three too. We'll put those over there. All right. So let's take a look here. Generally, what they're wanting to know right now. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great card coming in. Just asking about your life in general, and the Chariot too, which is victory and movement and power of choice coming in here too. So, Spirit is basically telling you for your life, and I feel like that's why they wanted the three major arcana to come out here, that your life independent from your family, you're going to feel like your human is going to feel like this is the wheel of fortune, the tune of for you. You're going to be, even your human is on board with that. Like everything that's unfolding is for me, and you're seeing how it is for you, and that what's happening in your life is good for you. And you have the Chariot coming in here, which does show movement. It does show victory, and it's the power of choice, meaning that stepping away again from the Hermit, stepping away from all the chaos, the noise, the future, the past, everything, connecting with Spirit, who's in that little lantern there, that they, will show you and guide you if you'll allow them. But to hear them, every moment we have a choice between higher vibration, lower vibration, both in thought and story, emotion, our energy, and our physical actions. And realizing you have the power over your life, but you don't have the power over your family. Thank goodness, right? They don't have power over your life either. You get to decide all of that for you. They get to decide individually all of that for them. If you'll kind of step back into yourself here, because you have the 9 and then the 10. So if you'll step back and let go of trying to control things that are outside of your control and come back here to those things that are, then you do have this feeling of abundance and fullness of life that unfolds here for you. For your family, based on their current choices and their energy, will there be peace and money? Let's take a look. We got conflict with the 5 of Swords. Uh-oh. We got the Queen of Cups, a very emotional matriarch, and the King of Cups. So we've got the Queen and the King of Cups. So this would be like the rulers, mom and dad. Dad, or the masculine energy, balance between head and heart that comes in there. Queen of Cups, double emotion, very emotional. And there's the conflict that comes in here with the family here. So, based on their current energies, until they realize that, and we'll get more clarity on these 3, I feel too, but this power of choice is huge for someone to realize. Because if I believe that other people are responsible for my emotions, if the story that I'm putting on the events that are happening is like, you guys are doing this to me, like that Wheel of Fortune is, everything in life is for me, but sometimes our human has a hard time seeing it till later or when we're on the other side. And as long as we're in a victim role where we feel like people are doing things to me, then that's lower vibrational. It's going to invite conflict. It's going to invite pointing fingers and blaming, and it doesn't go well, right? And you can't control that for them. That's up to them. You can only come back and control your choices, right? Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the High Priestess. Again, this is like hermit energy. Stepping away. The High Priestess goes into our High Priestess temple, connects higher, looks behind the veil, dives deep into their own emotions. Here we come in with emotional choice. So here's the emotional side of that card, and temperance, balance, and patience. 3 major arcana coming in around the family here. It's like you kind of have to just be patient with them and focus on living your life and focus on your choices. And then they see the peace in your life, and you can be like a little guide to help them, change direction if they want to. But for now, It's like you have to kind of go away into this temple, focus on your own choices, and eventually, with the temperance card, things will get to that point where they just can't stand it anymore. And then they will start making different choices, which will bring in different energies for them. Because as long as they're choosing lower vibrational energies, then they're going to be drawing in lower vibrational situations. So, they're like really focusing on you, right? You get choose for you. Let's see what your after dinner mint or your fortune cookie is here. All right, there it is right here. Yeah, open up. Beautiful card. It says, you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls, and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. And I feel like the someone is creator and spirit, that you can trust them, that they're going to always bring what's for you. We come down here to experience life like, oh, victim, life is happening to me. But when we're tired of that, we can really realize and wake up to that everything in life does happen for us. And when we change that, that's that higher vibration. We become empowered instead of being like a victim and feeling limited and small. We realize whatever I focus on, I draw into my life. So hopefully that helps their faith. That's what they have there for you. So thank you again for your donation. All right. And then up next we have 2 for Moonlight. Sorry, I'm falling off my chair. So 2 for Moonlight. And then we've got Tavi. And then we have Amanda. And then I did have a PayPal come through here too. Oh, Maria, for part 2. So we'll come back around for you. Or part 3 tonight, right? All right. You're very welcome, Faye. Thank you so much. All right. So Moonlight, let's give your first donation a love and a like here. And you want to know, what does R think about your trip after talking today? All right. So let's take a look here. All right, there we go. What else? All right. I'm doing those 2. And those 2. All right. Well, up first here, that temperance card is making itself known here. Well, the 4 of Pentacles is one of my cards that it feels like home, and I feel like they weren't very patient with you being gone here, is what I feel. With this trip, it's like they're very glad that you're home with this card coming in, but the Temperance it's normally a patience card. It's like alchemy, and it takes time for things to unfold and this kind of thing. But I do not feel like they were patient at all while you were gone. So they're very glad you're home, kind of energy that's here. That's interesting. Let's see what else we've got here. Yep, more stability, emotional stability, now that you're home. And a Magician card. I feel like it's put a little fire under them, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like that's going to, like that you were gone on a trip. It's like that. I'm hearing absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I feel like it's going to take action here. But I do this stability is like, okay, you had your trip and you're back. Thank God. Now, I can have movement. I can initiate things, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. Oops, sorry. I'll get this down. This is new for me, doing dual screen, so I'll be doing this for a while. Sometimes I might even do this the old-fashioned way, but you guys can see it clear here. But this 8 of Wands, sorry, focus. The 8 of Wands is a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and I feel like they've been investing a lot of their energy into the fear of disappointment, the fear of heartbreak, the fear of not being chosen, and possibly you choosing someone else kind of energy underneath here. So it does feel like a little bit of like a cattle prod. Come on, bzz, 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 that has happened. And they're like, oh, wow, I better, I lucked out this time that, I feel like they feel that way anyway, that you're, okay, so you're back and you're available. So now don't mess up. Don't mess up. I kind of feel like they're saying. Yeah. And they have listen. And it says, you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to something or to say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. I feel like this, oh, ah, well, very good. Well, so then they very much, well, that makes sense. I thought you said you were back already, but this makes total sense here that they're impatient for your return here. And that's why there's this fear here, and they're wanting this return so they can do this. And I feel like this is them. It's time for them to act on their wisdom and act on things upon your return here. So yeah, definitely don't rush back. Absence does seem to be making the heart grow fonder here, and it's okay. It's good for him to face his fears. We're not manipulating, but it's important for them to face their fears too, because if someone fears losing someone, then the jealous little ugly head pops up and, kind of comes about, and we don't want that. We want them secure in who they are. So it's good that they're facing these fears as well. So that makes sense. All right, so that's it for your first one. And then for Cake, yay! Cake, thank you so much for your additional donation. And the cake. So you want to know, will A's boyfriend keep up with behavior for the rest of this weekend? And is he insecure or just a jerk? I love you. Well, that's when we act like jerks, right? When we're in fear, humans do stupid stuff. Obviously, look at the world today. It's like when we're in fear, we're out of our minds. But let's take a look here and find out what Spirit wants you to know here. So will they keep up with their behavior for the rest of this weekend? Let's take a look and see, based on current energies, if they will. Move those over here. And then, what's the reason why he acts this way? Just get a little nosy here. So is he going to act this way? Well, I like this. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, which is being alone, and the Four of Wands is joy and celebration. So I like this. I feel like if not that you'll leave them alone, but when you just return to your own self and choose joy and to celebrate, what I'm being reminded of is like with life, where when someone is determined to have a bad time on a vacation, it's so similar. It's like, well, we can stay around and all right, do what they want to do because they're pouting and whatever. But this is all about doing what you love and you enjoy, the Nine of Pentacles, and having fun and joy, and going, you know what, if you want to stay here in the hotel room, we'll do whatever you're going to do. That's fine. We'll text you when we're coming back, and if you want us to pick up some food for you, but I'm going to go have fun. I'm not going to be around this for the rest of this weekend, right? It's about independently choosing joy and having fun, regardless if someone wants to be a wet blanket, to come in there. Let's see why they act the way they do here, though. They got the Three of Pentacles, which is about trying to be true to one's authentic self. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we've got the death and the rebirth. Let's see what else. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, like this cycle going back and forth. They might be a little bipolar. Yeah, and the Six of Swords is leaving behind old ways of thinking into new ways. There is this fear of trying to be someone who they're not. And so you are right that, there is insecurity about, rejection. The Death card is the ultimate rejection, right? But this Three of Pentacles, it feels like, this person's creating something. These two people, one person's a punisher, the other person's a praiser. But in this case, with this energy, like when we're growing up as children, if we don't do what our parents or people in authority, we get in trouble, we get punished. Or we do what they want and we get rewarded, and we're afraid if we don't continue it, we're going to lose being in good graces and having stuff come in, right? And so there's this, fear of being punished, this fear of losing favor, this fear of rejection. And then there's this, like this cycle of withdrawing and then going overboard, and withdrawing and going overboard. And it's like that when their little inner child feels unsafe and they feel they have to kind of be controlling, then they go overboard, instead of, and then they withdraw. So it's, fear of rejection, and then they get brave enough and they act out, and then they go back in and go out and in. And this travel here across water to this Six of Swords, there is some fear here, I feel, about being, I feel like they like things to be a certain way, and now that they're kind of out of pocket, they feel unsafe in a way. And that's triggering their fears here too. So hopefully that makes sense. He said he's absolutely not behaving like a nice person, but so tomorrow morning I'm going to go out walking in the mountains. Oh yeah, very good. There you go. You in the mountains tomorrow. You might even come across a hawk or a bird. But yeah, enjoy yourself and don't let anyone rain on your parade. But that's what's going on with him there. He's got a lot of fear. And that's why humans act the way we do. When we're not acting loving and kind and, compassionate, we're in fear. And so when we realize it, it's like if a 2-year-old is scared, we don't scare him some more so they cry and throw a fit or whatever. We can comfort them, sincerely and honestly comfort them if we want. And, use your intuition to kind of feel, what is there, going on. And, you can tell them about things. And like, even if it's like, you always pick the great places to eat. Why don't you pick where we're going to go for dinner and surprise us? And they're like, what? It'd be something like that. Yeah. And find the lesson in the situation too. Something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you can grow. There's no such thing as failure, so pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. So, which is great. It's always a mirror, right? And that's the thing. Like if I look at someone and go, they're not being nice and they're being a jerk. Oh, 3 fingers pointing back at me. How am I? How are my thoughts? Usually it's my thoughts. How are my thoughts being jerky toward them? How are my thoughts being unkind toward them and my beliefs about them even, and it's like, oh, yeah, I believe that they should be someone else than they're not, and they're not being who I want them to be. So we're end up being a jerk inside toward them because they're not being who I want them to be. We're judging them, right? And so this wonderful lesson that can be in any of these types of situations is going, all right, where is this judgment coming from? And can I choose to take away all judgments and look, what am I grateful for in them? What are the things that I like about them? Instead of focusing on how they're falling short and, not living up to that measurement we have. And then start sincerely, honestly, even praising them about things you like about them. You know what I like about you? You know how to dress. Oh my gosh, if they have style or whatever. And they're like, what? But it has to be honest and true when it comes in there too, right? Ah, very nice. I love that. All right, so that's what they have for you, my dear. So thank you again so much for your dual donations. Have an amazing, amazing adventure there. Sounds like you're having a blast. All right. And then up next here, we've got Tavi. Will be up next. And then Amanda, I believe. Let me check. Yep. And then Maria. And then Michelle. Hey, I got your CashApp coming through. The CashApp. So you'll be up after that. All right. So, Tavi, thank you so much for your donation. And do you see S really paying for you a new place? All right, let's take a look here. So based on current energies, do we really see them paying for you a new place? All right. We've got the Three of Cups on the bottom, which is joy and celebration, community and gathering. We'll get more clarity here. Let me just move that over, because this could mean like multiple people in a living together, maybe roommates. I don't know if that resonates, but it does feel like there's more than just you and them involved in this, if that makes sense. I got the Queen of Cups coming in here. So the Queen of Cups, she rolls over the cup suit and gets a second portion of cups. So very, very emotional, very, very in tune with their empathic abilities and connection to spirit. So I feel like we'll see what these other two cards are here too, but I feel like Spirit is saying, trust your gut, trust your instinct, because you know, and you will know. Yeah, we got the King of Swords, which would be the total opposite of the Queen of Cups, because the King of Swords rolls over swords, but all the kings get a second portion of the swords. So they're not only just, like the Queen isn't just a ruler, co-ruler of cups. She's the master of emotion. He's not just a co-ruler with the Queen of Swords over the swords. He's the master of thinking, and overthinking can be too. So there's a lot. I just feel like there's these opposites: very emotional, very in their head, unemotional kind of energy coming in here. But we have the Four of Pentacles, which is my card of home. So I feel like that this is a yes. There's just a lot of thinking. It's like, you might have a lot of emotion that you can express and pick up, and they're like in their head. But there is a home involved. But like I said, it might be that there's more than one person that would be there with you guys too. If that makes sense with all that. We'll do a fortune cookie here for you too, see what else they want you to know about the situation there. We're actually on you, Tavi, right now. So you might rewind a little bit. Yeah, we have self-love. So self-love says you are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. So I love that. So the more you focus in on your self-love and that you are deserving, you're the person that's most deserving of your love. give yourself that love. And if you love yourself, you see yourself as worthy, you see yourself as worthy to receive, then they will also see that way. But if you're on the inside going, no, I don't deserve this, then that makes it difficult for people to feel you deserve it too, right? So hopefully that helps. And thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. So that is that one. And then Amanda, you are up next. So thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. So you recently started seeing P, not P, but a person named P. What don't I see in this connection? Okay. Like, whoa, that sounded kind of, whoa. Sorry, it's been snowing for 3 days, and I love snow. It makes me giddy happy, so I get a little stranger than normal. So let's take a look here. What don't you see in this connection? Okay. I feel like there's, I was going to say it's like 1, 2, 3. Ooh, and below the deck there. All right, we'll see what we have here. So bottom of the deck, we've got this death card, which is, of course, transformation that's happening. I'm just going to put that right here. Kind of the underlying energy. It is transforming. And we'll get more details here, I'm sure, because it's progressing 1, 2 to 3. But this, I feel like below the surface is the thing that you may not be aware of. But we'll see. We'll dig in here. It's tranquil, isn't it? So, yeah, I feel like it's always the end, but a beginning. And I feel like there's this 3 of Cups is like a third-party situation that they're coming from. And I feel like this is what has happened. That, and I don't feel like they will say it up front, but you'll learn of it that they were cheated on. And so they've got this energy. Well, we'll find out here. Let's look here. Yeah. So the 4 of Cups, they're definitely, I feel like they've been cheated on before, because here's 3 cups, the 3 cups, right? But they're looking for a love that's bigger and different than what they've had before. And the King of Swords, I don't know if they're an air sign or not, but, there's this, like a lot of, I don't want to say overthinking, but this energy that they tend to withdraw and go into their head, and because when they let their heart out each time, I feel like I don't know if they've been cheated on 3 times. It just feels like that they're ready for something new. Other Pisces, it was very emotional, but they're really, I wonder what moon they have. I just feel like emotionally they go into their head when things happen. Let's see what this is here. Yeah. So here's the movement of thought and belief and mindset with the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. They're definitely looking to find their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Yeah. And the Queen of Wands. This is this. Are you a fire sign? They definitely want someone. Oh, just, the Queen of Wands, she rules over spiritual energy, but she also, with the Black Cat, all the queens get a second portion of cups behind the scenes. So she's got a great sense of empathic abilities and connection above, and they do want someone who is strong, with this Queen of Wands too. Let's see what's below the surface here. I just feel like they're wanting someone who's strong enough to resist, that's passionate, but strong enough to resist too, which is, I don't, there's this on YouTube, there's this Australian, 2 friends, a male and a female, and they always show these funny videos and everything. And they show this one where someone was like, "It's so sad," and you're like, "Oh no, it's gonna be a sad video," And she's like, "My husband, life was going so good, and we were having so, you know, just a wonderful life, but then this accident happened, and he tripped and he fell to my best friend's, private parts," meaning that he cheated on her with her best friend. But they made it in such this thing that it's like, oh my gosh, which was funny, But it's like there's this, we think like, oh, I wasn't strong enough. It's like, really? But they're wanting someone who's confident and strong enough in themselves that they won't have to worry about any of that stuff. I just feel like that's a very important thing for them. Let's see what else. Yeah. Because there's a lot of heartbreak below the surface there. Yeah. And it was around relationships. So, yeah, a lot of heartbreak around relationship. But, the Page of Swords, again, they're wanting to, be able to get past their heartbreak with this Page of Swords. This is looking at things from a different perspective. They don't want that to stand in between them in relationships. So, in this case, the Death card is that, they want to put an end to these fears around and the pattern of that, which is an important thing is, having had been in that situation myself in the past, when you have these fears that you're going to get cheated on, guess what? Invitation of people who will cheat on you, because our energy is saying, what I'd really like is to bring people into my life that will cheat on me. So I feel like there's a great amount of, I don't feel like you guys have come across each other's path by accident. I feel like you are aware of these truths. You're aware that like attracts like, and that whatever you focus on grows and expands. And I feel like you both can glean from each other and realize, because I feel like neither of you have been the betrayers. You might have both been betrayed, but I feel like there's this realization that a big aha, for me in those relationships was, it's funny what I gleaned from it, because from very young, my dad cheated on my mom in between my older brother and me. And so when I was born, she had all these feelings and emotions of fear being cheated on. And I grew up with all that, feeling it in my mother's womb, and then as a child, and then I inherited it all. And then I had it happen to me, but it was happening for me, because when I was able to do my shadow work and look back on it, I realized, because Spirit goes, what did you learn from them? And I like, that people are, a-holes. Spirit, no, that's not what we were talking about, right? And I'm like, well, so they were cheaters. Like, well, if they're your mirror, what were they showing you? I go, well, I was faithful to them. I was adamant, right? But they were gentle, and they're like, okay, so let's say your self-worth, is to be defined by your capital S self. All right, I'm with you. And they're like, but if you were looking to these people in these relationships to define you, and I'm like, you're saying I was cheating on myself with them? And they're like, yeah, let's sit in that for a moment. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was cheating on myself. And so the mirrors were showing me what I wanted to see about myself, so that I could turn inward and upward to define myself, and then, realize that other people's actions don't define who I am. They are just mirroring things for me or telling me about them. And it's like, okay. So there's a great amount of beautiful energy there. But I feel like there's a lot of that below the surface that, like you said, you just recently started seeing them. But I feel like they didn't want to be that person, unless they did do it. But I feel like they didn't want to be that person that talked about their pain and their exes and, the bad things that happen in their relationships, right? Yeah, and here's self-doubt. So there's definitely the self-doubt. Yeah, I can expand on that. So he is questioning himself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now's the time to break free from this limiting pattern. So this is confirming their belief, and, what you don't see in this connection is that there is this, pain and this fear that's below the surface. So cheating on yourself with the other. So when we, self-worth and self-love has self in front of it, not other, the others that are out there, right? This is, the self. So, when we're looking at, to define my worth is from my capital S self, my higher self. So when I look inward and upward and I connect to that eternal, unconditional love of the higher realm, and I define myself by that, then I realize I'm priceless, right? But when I define myself by the outside world, through relationships, also situations and things, we're taught to do that, by that, we feel unstable, because all those things are unstable. People change, people walk away, people pass away. Situations never stay the same, like jobs, education, social status, whatever. Things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, all of that, right? So when we define ourselves by the outside world, I call that retail price, because that's what value we are worth to others, not our true value, our self-worth. That's, retail. And we end up on the clearance rack at 50% off, 75% off, donated or whatever. But so I feel like there's that, realization that, this connection you guys have, you have some commonalities that you'll be able to show each other and teach each other. But I feel like you've got a lot of awareness of like attracts like, and what we fear we draw towards us, that you can share. And I feel like you guys will help each other, realize those things, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's more clear there. But please let me know if you have any other questions on that. I definitely went through the master's class, 5 long-term relationships, 3 that went outside the relationship, and then 2 others disrespected me in other ways. But it was all about these wonderful teachers. I have no ill towards any of them anymore, but they were my teachers, showing me what I wanted to see about myself until I saw it. And they kept going at it. I really wanted to realize it or learn it really, really, really good. You're very welcome. And thank you again so much for your donation. I appreciate that, Amanda. All right. So I just have a couple more donations left here. We've got Maria. Thank you for your additional donation via the PayPal. And then Michelle through the CashApp. You'll be up after that. So Maria, welcome back. Thank you so much for your additional donation. So, you want to know, how is Walter's separation coming along? Let's see what's going on with their current energies here. Oh, okay. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Sorry. Is he making that move soon? All right. Okay. In our hangout this week, did he like how goofy you got after 2 beers? And anything you don't know about your connection with Walter. So something that I want you to know. All right. So let's take a look here. How's the separation coming along? Page of Pentacles. So there is some movement in the outside world. Oh, the Empress. Okay. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So there is movement here. I mean, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. But this Empress, she's being a tough cookie. She's, acting like she's the ruler of all things, which what the Empress can do. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands, there's been some heated energy, not passionate energy, but there's been a lot of friction that's been going on, because I feel like that's funny. They're seeing things from two different sides of the same coin, but they're not getting on the same page with things. So there's a little bit of upheaval that's happening with that. Is he making that move soon? Let's see here. You got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is, again, she wields the Ace of Wands, but she is a movement when she puts her mind to it, get things done. So soon is kind of relative with this, because it's based on if he gets a fire under his butt, he'll get it done fast. But I feel like been procrastinating, just a lot of, I don't want to say excuses, but just a lot of reasons. Reasons sounds better. Just a lot of reasons. There's always something. Every step of the way, there's something else. Okay, and then that gets sorted out, and then there's something else. It'd be like, all right, let's go check, and can we break the lease? Well, we'd have to do this much. Okay, well, that's workable. But, there's also that. Oh, God, okay, let's go look into that. What about that? Well, no, that can't. Okay, that ruined that. Okay, well, let's go a different way. It's that kind of like, it's been complicated. So, that's what's coming in there. And then, did he like how goofy you were after 2 beers? Judgment. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's Judgment. Judgment card, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. It's interesting. I do with the 3 of Wands, I feel like you acted differently than they thought you would. Not in a bad way, but because they let go of these expectations of the 10 of Swords. And the Judgment card is the higher self, like having you see things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. So they did, it's not in a bad way that they looked at you in a different way. We're like, oh my gosh, that's good. I'm glad you're not a mean drunk. Possibly this one in his past probably were mean drunks because their filters were down. And then so they express their pain more easily, where you express your joy when you drink, because you don't have this a lot of this pain and a lot of these expectations and things that happen there. So that's pretty funny. So that's what's coming in with that. And then anything you don't know about your connection with Walter. Page of Cups. Well, I don't know if you don't know that, but this is about the evolution of the emotion. Is like there's this leap. I feel like that they already would want to, come forward and offer their love, and that's below the surface. But again, they're in all the situations, so they're holding it back. But they really, really, really would love to take things to another step emotionally, but until they get out of their current situation, they have that on hold. Which I don't. That's why I feel like it, but you don't. Like it in your being, but your brain doesn't want to accept it in a way. Like not accept it, but acknowledge it, because then you just it'd be so hard to hold back, right? But now, cat's out of the bag. All right, so let's see what your fortune cookie is here. All right. So you got authenticity. And it says, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in, so be that goofy person. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. Yeah, don't ever be afraid to be who you are around them, because they do like you for who you are, and that's what attracted them to you. So don't don't give in to any of those thoughts that might arise, which it does in our humans when it starts to really want something. Then suddenly, even though we've been authentically ourselves and that's what drew people in, we start shrinking. Don't shrink. Keep shining. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. Thank you for your additional donation. I appreciate that. Hey, Sean G, welcome. Shout out to one of my other YouTube channel members. Oh, you like the new setup, huh? I don't know. I'm growing. I'm using new software. Woo. See, old dogs can learn new tricks. All right. And then my last donation is Michelle. Thank you so much for your donation via CashApp and for your patience in getting to your reading here. Let's see here. What is Melvin's thoughts of you? All right. Let's take a look here. And I'm going to be on for about 15 more minutes or so. After I finish with donations, I will start on my YouTube channel members. And if I don't get to you guys, I will return, of course, this evening as part of your membership. I'm not going to get to probably any of the other free readings this evening. I do try, but I'll be back tomorrow and tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and then also Sunday morning. All the times are in the description box of the video. So if you keep trying, over this weekend and you don't, I'm not able to get to your free readings on Sunday, I always come back on after I spend time with my Praying Mantis members and I eat. I come back on and finish all Sundays. So if you are trying and I don't get to it, please come back on Sunday. I'll make sure to get a message for you as well. All right. So, Michelle, what are Melvin's thoughts of you? All right. So we got that in that. Got those. But I feel like we've got these. Like this is what maybe you already know. And this feels like the unknown here. Okay. All these threes. 3, 3, 3. All right. Well, we got the bottom of the deck. We do have the Page of Cups. So there are, heightened romantic emotions that are bubbling in the surface here. So there are emotions there. We'll put that over here. And let's see what's below the surface. So, yeah, the Three of Cups came out before here. So there is this joy, this celebration energy. Let me make sure here. Yeah, we got the Emperor, Aries energy coming in. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. Yeah. So definitely it seems here that they do have this desire with this king. Let me just kind of focus there. There we go. The Emperor has a lot of opinion, a lot of thoughts and beliefs, people around them, but they're really focusing in and they're in this place of wanting to make a decision, make plans, put energy behind it, and move forward on it too here. So it does feel like they're wanting this here. Let's see what's below the surface. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. A lot of attraction here towards you as well with the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's you, and then the fire energy of the Queen of Wands is very attractive. It draws people to them, and they are very drawn to you. It's like there's this equal, Aries fire energy, but I just feel like there's this maturity in the energy that you guys have between one another, if that makes sense. Let's see what Yeah, we've got the Tower card, which there is this fear. And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we've got the Six of Wands. So this is that the mutual attraction here. But they do have these fears. The Tower is that, sudden endings seem to have been a theme in their life. And they do have that fear of making the commitment and doing that someone, it's like people run away. This is like their experience that they've had. Let me see what else we have over here, because I feel like, yeah, got the Sun card. Here's more fire, Leo energy. Got Aries, fiery energy. But there's this victory, and I just feel like they have, I usually don't use that word with this, but like this faith that you are different, and they're getting their courage up. Although I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, they've been taking their good old time to get up their guts to be able to do this, if that makes sense. Yeah. And this Hermit energy. I feel like they've had a lot of aloneness. And what I'm being reminded of is a sign that we have had childhood trauma, in that we had to solve things on our own, is when there's trouble or drama or something to be figured out, we withdraw to go figure it out by ourselves. Because as children, that's how we survived, is we didn't have anyone else that was helping us, and so we helped ourselves, but we became self-sufficient. So, and I feel like this is a piece of that you need to know here, that they have all of this and they want to do this, but if they withdraw, no, it's not because, it's because that's what they learned to do growing up, right? That the slowness does have to do with this fear, that they look to see if people are trustworthy. They look for all the signs. Again, childhood kind of energy coming up, where they had to really pay attention to people's behaviors and actions. Could be like they had like a parent who had an addiction of some sort, and so they had to keep an eye to see, are they of their own mind or are they on something again? And that's why they had to like kind of grow up on their own. So I like all that. They're definitely self-sufficient, and they're learning to love themselves more and more and more and more as well. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's take a look here. Get your fortune cookie here. All right. Yeah, they're stuck in lack. Or if this resonates for you too, but it says you have all the resources you need to carry you through, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you have. It's only the ego-based fears taking over. Rein them in and don't give up. I feel like that's, this energy that you see that they have there. But they're strong. They had to overcome a lot growing up, I feel. So I feel like your spiritual posse is just give them a chance. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear Michelle. So hopefully that resonates for you. Hey, Olivier. Hello, hello. Another shout out to one of my other YouTube channel members. All right. So I'm going to be on for about 5 more minutes. So Maria, I did get your donation via the CashApp, so thank you for that. Make sure to put your question down in the chat if you haven't already, because I will come back on. I'm about to leave in about 5 minutes to go spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members, and then I'll be right back on to complete out any donations I don't get to, and also my YouTube channel members. I will complete those as well. I didn't get to any of the other free readings, and I won't be this evening, but please come back tomorrow. I'm on at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And I try to get through as many free readings as I can. But Sundays, I always come back on if I don't complete them in that morning session. After I spend time with my Praying Mantis members and I eat, I come back on and finish them all off. So you will definitely get a message this weekend if you show up on Sunday, but you can keep trying on also Saturday morning and Saturday night as well. So thank you guys for your patience with all that. All right. So Olivia, thank you so much for your donation. I just read what you wrote there about being nosy. We like getting nosy. So is PP still going on the cruise with MS, or will MS only go with their family? And yes, please be nosy. All right. Let's take a look here. So, are they still going to go on the cruise? Or will they only go with family? Let's see what we have there. And, oh, okay, what else do we need to know about this situation here? This is the nosiness here. Wow, okay. Just that one. So will they? Yeah, it looks like if they go alone, then that's a no-go. Because here's the romantic movement and the card of expectations equaling disappointment there. Let's see what else is below the surface here, too. Yeah. Because we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So I feel like, I feel like it's, this energy of, I don't know, not wanting to be alone with someone, but they're just in this place of self-nurturing where they're not, ready to, you see how they're like, they're not like facing each other. It's like this one's pursuing this, but this one's looking this way. So that's kind of this energy that I'm feeling with that there. Let's see what else we got here. Here's the story. So we've got the two, let me see, we got space over here. Yeah. So we got the Two of Swords coming in here. And it's the heart battles the mind with them. Their mind has like I don't know, their mind is like a lot of restrictions, a lot of mousetraps, a lot of security systems keeping things away. Their heart wants to leap and jump, but their mind keeps them from doing those things. Yeah, and here's that Five of Pentacles, which is about beliefs of lack, of being abandoned, being left out in the cold. So that makes sense, that they have some of these old beliefs. Yeah, a lot of betrayal in the past with the Seven of Swords. So that makes sense too. All these things that just reinforced it in the past. They're very slow. Yeah, and here's the Four of Swords. They were looking forward to a rest on the cruise, but they need to have peace of mind to be able to do it, and they wouldn't have peace of mind without the family there. Yeah, Queen of Swords, balancing of head and heart. What else do we got here? Empress. Yeah, so here we're coming in again, this energy of Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, choosing for themselves what they want and need for themselves here. Yeah, and the Ten of Swords. They just don't want to have to live up a bunch of expectations. They have a big fear of letting people down and being punished. So they do have a lot of fears that they're working through, but I feel like, that's kind of the whole, I don't know, like one of the big things is that they need this, they want to get away from a place where they don't have to, like if you go with a group, you don't necessarily have to participate in everything. You don't have to be present all the time. And they're really looking forward to getting away and just being able to disappear if they need to, sleep away in the cabin or do whatever they want to do, if that makes sense. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot of okay. Let's see. Let's see what the fortune cookie says here. Yeah. So there's a lot of forgiveness. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone, or maybe even yourself, so you can stay on the path of your highest potential. So this is the journey that they're on with all of that, and they're trying to be able to get to that point to be able to do that. So that's the scoochiness that's happening there. Um, well, it seemed here. Let's see, based on current energy, looks like she was only wanting to go with if the family was going. Let's see here. So based on current energies, well, PP end up sounds bad. PP. We got the Six of Pentacles, which is the balance and giving and receiving. The Seven of Wands, I feel like that they would still go. Yeah, she'd be the guest. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it's only here, I mean, based on this, it definitely feels like with the other cards that we got that as long as they're going, they want to go with them, right? Because MS is the family. Oh, so you're wondering if MS will go if they don't want PP to go along with them. But this is this equal giving and receiving and this standing their ground. So I feel like they, that they want to, that this is like MS's, they only want to go with them if they'll go along. So it feels like that, yeah, they definitely want them to go with them, even if the rest of the family doesn't want her to go with them. But they're very, yeah, we got this energy that's there. So hopefully that makes sense. Will uninvites her. She's drama. But, people aren't drama, right? And I'm going to switch back to, I need to grab some screenshots and head over to my Praying Mantis, but let me move back over here. People aren't drama, only our thoughts about people are dramatic. And what happens is, we have all these beautiful mirrors that come around for us to be able to mirror back to us what we having on the inside, right? When we're like, well, they're not behaving the way I want them to be, and they're so dramatic. Well, I'm being dramatic about their drama, and it's like, oh, so the drama queen in me recognizes the drama queen in others, or at least that's what has been my experience. Same thing like when I used to be, like when people would go into a victim mentality, I would, I would, you know, I'd be like, oh, they're such a victim, and da 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 da. I'm like, oh my god, I'm being a victim about their victimization because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my god, why is it always happening? Why are they always doing that to me, being a victim? And they're like, spirits like, maybe do this little mirror. There was a great Byron Katie. She has a YouTube channel, but she also has a website called thework.com, just THEWORK.com. And they have a judge your neighbor worksheet where you just, when this person does this, it makes me feel this way. And we have all this advice and all this stuff. And if you fill it out raw and real, there's a wonderful turnarounds where you really get to see what's really below and it releases less. It's amazing if you have a chance to do that. Oh, my hands are shaped like a philosophical teacher. You're so funny. Wow. Well, good. Thanks. You're so funny. All right. Now, Maria, I shall return to do your reading, your donation, and then all my YouTube channel members. I'll also be back. I'm a little, actually, they're starting right now. So I have to jump, not have to, I'm going to go join my YouTube channel members. So and I shall return, and I'll complete that out. So many blessings to you guys. And thank you again for all the love and all the support. And remember, every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Bye. Let's see if I can turn this off okay. Okay, I think I got it.